Hi everyone. So today this is going to be my attempt at teaching guitar because my dad always told me if you cannot teach something, there's most likely you're doing something wrong. I don't know, he said something along the lines of that. I don't know if that's what he exactly said, but I'm going to try to teach at least a little bit of guitar. If you're actually a beginner, maybe don't watch this video. Or if you are, then this might be a little helpful. If it's not, please do tell me in the comments if they're on. And if you're a really good guitarist, please leave a comment or something, like helping me, if you'd like. Like, I'm not saying you have to. So, first off, there's a few things. If you're using a pick, you see this? You're gonna want to hold it. This is like if you just got a guitar. If you did, maybe don't watch this. If you have a pick, if you don't, I'll get to that in a minute. If you have a pick, though, you want to hold it with these fingers. Your thumb and and your first finger. Pointer finger, sorry, I forgot what it's called. So your thumb and your pointer finger, and you want to hold it like this. And you can just drum. And then if you don't have a pick, you can either use your thumb and just, if you're strumming up and down, it's a little harder, but I'm sure once you do it a lot, you'll get the hang of it. Then there's another way. It's like you're holding a pick, but you close them like fully together. Just imagine there's a pick there, and then you just. So yeah, that's just a suggestion for people who are learning how to strum. That's some of the things I do. I'm not quite good at strumming like up and down fast, I mean, I can do it, but like when I do it, I'm kind of like not thinking of it, and I don't even realize I do it. So yeah. Either way, and then we're gonna learn the name of the strings. So this is also, they're named mostly for like tutorials, But you probably won't hear me say. You'll probably hear me say like first string, second string, fifth string, something like that. But this is for if you want to tune your guitar. If you have a tuner, my tuner works differently. So if your tuner has a, it turns green when it's in tune, then I don't know, that may be a little different. But just in case if you don't have that kind of tuner. So remember this saying: Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. That's often the thing that helped me tune my guitar, is that saying. Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So, if that helps you, maybe write it down, maybe repeat it, I don't know. If you have bad memory like me, then, I don't know. Do whatever helps, But that's something to remember. That's just an idea. It may not help, and if it doesn't, I'm sorry. I don't really have any other suggestions. You might want to watch another video for that. Either way, now, I'm going to show you which strings are Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So, the thickest string, here, let me get in better lighting. Well, it's kind of dark over here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I haven't recorded a video in a long time. We're going to get a little more in the light, just so you guys can see the strings, because it's definitely going to be a lot easier for you to see these strings if I'm in light. Okay. See? So, we see the thickest string right here. That's the lowest string. So, this is Eddie. This is E. Then, Eddie ate A is, so you have E, right? And then you go one down to the second string. That's 8. Eddie ate. And then Eddie ate dynamite. You go down from A to D. So here, let me show you. See that? See this? That's E, A, and D. Eddie ate dynamite. So then you go down from E to G. So Eddie ate dynamite, good. So then you go down again to buy. So, I meant B to B. So see, that string's a little lighter, so I don't know if you can see. bye. So Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. So the thinnest string, the highest string, is E again. So that's just a little tip. If you're tuning your guitar and you need a little help with that, that's just a little tip. If you're trying to tune by ear, I have no clue how to help you. I do apologize. I've never even tried to tune by ear. So yeah, and then yeah. So okay, I promise. Now we're gonna get to the chords. So, I don't know what these chords are called. I do really apologize. I don't know what these chords are called. So if anybody wants to comment down below, again, if the comments are on, because I am a minor, if the comments are on, if anybody wants to comment what these chords are, please do, so that anybody who's trying to learn guitar, learn chords, can know what they're called. So first off, we're going to go to... We're going to go to the 2nd fret. See, this one's 1st fret, 2nd fret. So, and another thing is that you don't want to go all the way back here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go back here, because if you do, see how it's not really sounding like, it buzzes a little bit, and it doesn't sound like as good as it could. So you want to go about right here. You can go in the middle too if you're trying to fit like 2 fingers or something. We won't do 3 fingers right now. I'm going to do 3 fingers later, and I'll teach you something I do. So like you can go in the middle if you're trying to fit like 2 fingers or something. That's fine too. So then we want to go to A, second string. 2nd string right here. And you're going to use your pointer finger, and you're going to press down. Not too hard, but, hard. Hard enough so it doesn't buzz. See, if you press down really light, it mutes it. If you press down a little light, but a little light, but not hard enough, I was pressing down too hard. It'll buzz. So press down, but if you press down hard enough, it'll sound like that. If you're on the A, if you're on 2nd string. So we're going to press down on A. Then we're gonna go 1 below. We're gonna go on D. Let me show you. Oh yeah, with our middle finger, by the way. Sorry that I just flipped you off. We're gonna go on. We're gonna go on D. So, gonna press down, and you're going to strum, and it should sound like. I was not pressing hard enough. Should sound like that. I think. I am so sorry. I wish I could remember, but my memory absolutely sucks. But so I don't remember what that's called, but if you want to do that, I think it's really good for songs, because if you slide 1 up, that's what it sounds like. So you can do. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of make a little song, a little intro, Oh yeah, by the way, you can slide frets. Let's say you're strumming slowly. Then. So. What I'm saying? So basically just slide to the next fret. If you want to do what I just did, it's all the strings I did, and then it's on the 2nd fret, and you just slide to the 3rd fret. So yeah, that's that. If you ever want to put a little intro together, if you really like what I just did, then go on. I think it sounds pretty cool, and that's how you do it if you think it sounds cool too. Then the next chord is, let me think. Okay, next chord is, make sure this is on the right fret. Okay, it is, I'm pretty sure. So now we're gonna go to the highest strings. So you're gonna go to the 4th. You're gonna put your pointer finger on the 4th string. You know what I'm saying? 4th string. Then you're gonna put your middle finger on the 6th string. the 6th string, again, you want to go, I don't know if I said this, but you want to go on the points of your finger. You want to go on your tips. Sorry, I could not think of the name. You want to go on the tips of your fingers so they're not muting the other string, you know. And then, so you want to have these in the same fret, on the same fret, which is, by the way, is the 2nd fret. You want to have these on the same fret. So you can, what I'm doing right now is I put the 6th fret, my middle finger, close to the fret, not on the fret, but close to it. And the 4th string, not like super close to it, but you know, close to it, you know. And like maybe you can do this or you can do this, you know. It's not too far away, so it's not like on the back of the fret, like to the back, you know, like right here, you know. Or else it will buzz or it just won't sound. It won't sound very good. So, and then you lift up your ring finger and you put that on the 5th string. That's gonna be on the 3rd fret. So then you have that chords. This is really good for finger picking too. You know, like if you want to do. You know, if you want to finger pick, that's pretty good for that. But I may do another video on finger picking. Either way. So yeah, got that. So we got the pointer finger on the 4th fret, on the 4th string, the middle finger on the 6th string, it's not a pointer finger, the ring finger on the 5th string. So, and don't forget that the ring finger is going to be on the 3rd fret, and that the pointer and the middle finger are going to be on the 2nd fret. So, yeah, and then you just it doesn't sound, why does it sound good? Either way, so that's how it should sound. And so yeah, I would teach the one where it has 3 fingers on 1 fret, but I don't know if I could explain that very well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to explain that just because I don't think I could explain it very well. So, you know, I'm just going to do it in this video. I take it back. So, we're going to do finger picking, okay? Here's an easy pattern. Now, I'm going to remind you, I actually am not super good at finger picking. This pattern is basically the only really pattern I'm pretty good at, you know? And then, I actually know a few songs. No, I'm only going to teach one song, because the other song I only learned recently. So, one song, it's very short, but I learned, you know, pretty well. So, and then I'll teach you how to do that. It's the intro to And I Love Her by the Beatles. So, finger picking is a little harder. I suggest you go watch other videos on this. But for beginners, I would say to start off with this. So, hold on, let me put this in the, I'm trying to get this in the light. So, you're going to put your finger on the 4th string. And you're going to put your thumb on the 4th string, right? Then you're going to pluck that. Then you're going to pluck the 5th string with your pointer finger. Then you're going to pluck the 6th string with your middle finger. Oh, sorry, I was needing it. So, you go, just start off slow. Don't go fast. You know, start off slow before you go fast. Okay, so then, once you got that down, you know, once you got, then you're going to do, once you get to the 6th string, you're going to pluck the 5th string again with your pointer finger. So here, I'm going to show you how it should sound. That's how it should sound. So, if you go like this, so yeah, again, start off slow because it takes a little bit of practice. That one may be easy, but I don't know how you learn, you know. So it may be hard for some people, it may be easy for some people. I don't know. Depends on who's watching this, you know. So now you should practice that every day if that is hard, or if you're trying to learn finger picking. But mostly, if that is hard, then practice that every day, and eventually you'll get good. You know, I mean, it took me a long time to get good at that. Well, not like a super long time, but it definitely did take me a bit to get good at that. So yeah. Next up, now I'm going to teach you the intro to "And I Love Her." So, if you don't know this song, I suggest you go check it out. You know, listen to just the intro or the entire song. I think it's a really good song. If you don't like the Beatles, then that's fine. But this is "And I Love Her" by the Beatles. I only know the intro. This is not going to be the entire song. This is only going to be the intro. So, this is also pretty good at finger picking. I wish I could remember one, because they used that one of the patterns that's in the song, because it actually uses the pattern of finger picking I just taught you. Sorry, that probably made no sense. Either way, so to "And I Love Her." So, we're going to go to the 3rd string, and you're going to press that. Then, you're going, 3rd string, don't use your pointed finger, use your middle finger. You'll see why in a second. So then you pluck that, you know. Then, you're going to switch. You're going to take that off, and you're going to put your ring finger on the one below it, so the 4th string, and then you're gonna pluck that. So far it's, and then you're gonna. Here's why you want to use your middle finger and the ring finger. And with your pointer finger, you're gonna press on that same string on the 1st fret. Oh yeah, okay. God, I suck at teaching. So the thing I just taught you, the first part, is on the 2nd fret. Okay. So, here's how it sounds so far. Okay, and then on the 4th fret, you're going to then on the 1st fret, you're going to use your pointer finger and press down on that. Okay, so here's how it sounds. No, free. Right, and then you're going to slide to the okay, yeah. Then you're gonna slide to the 4th fret. So you're going to, that was the wrong string, I'm so sorry. See, that's how it should sound, is then just practice and get quicker, you know, if you can. You know, just practice that, start off slow, and then slowly get quicker. Yeah. Please do tell me if that's not actually how the intro sounds. I will much appreciate you, because I only watched a tutorial on that, and I don't know if that was wrong. I think it is, and if it's not, again, please do tell me. So, yeah, that's me teaching. Again, if it didn't sound good, tell me, please. So yeah, that's me teaching. I love you all. I want to say this. Thank you for 136 subscribers. I really do love you all. Like, I really do appreciate it. You all don't even know. Actually, I got 136 subscribers ever since I posted those edits. So if you want to go watch those, go on. They're not super good. I did it on CapCut, so they're not very good. But if you want to, watch it. I don't know. Either way, thank you for 136 subscribers. If you're new to guitar, I hope this at least helped, just a little bit. But yeah, hope you have a great day or night or afternoon, wherever you live. I hope you're having a great day. Again, night or afternoon. I love you all, and goodbye.